Now, I've got this little bag of seashells. It didn't cost much. It was actually very inexpensive. So I'm going to show you how to make them stand out, how they really do sparkle, and how to protect them. It's so easy to do. I could have gone to the beach and picked up some shells, but it is too blimming cold. So I thought this is the easiest way to do it. Oh, look at that. Beautiful piece. Oh, I love that. And this idea was given to me by one of my members, so thank you very much. We have some great discussions on our membership group, and these are the shells that I've chosen to use. I think these are going to give the best results. All I need to do now is make a little hole in them. Not these two, because they've got currently little holes in them there, but I need to drill some little holes in these shells so I can put a chain on them. Now I'm going to show you how to do that easily and safely. So the first thing I'm going to do is drill a little hole into my shell so I can put some jump rings or an attachment to it. And it is really easy to do. You don't have to worry or panic about this. Now, I'm going to be using my Dremel for this, but you could use a hand drill, but this is just a lot quicker. What I strongly recommend, though, is that you use some water, because this can get hot. And all I do is just fill up a little plastic pot of water, and then I put a little bit of like a sponge in there. This is packaging that comes with different things, and that's what I'll work on, so that I've got water next to me, as you can see, and also I'm not pushing hard onto the bottom and as a result going to break my shell. The other thing is I would turn your drill down so it's actually going fairly slow rather than trying to do it really quickly. It's also important to wear a mask while you're doing this as well, because even though the water will stop a lot of the dust, you don't want to be breathing in any of the dust that you drill. So just a dust mask will be fine. Once you've got your water and all that organised, then I'm using a normal drill bit. Now, it will burn your drill bit out quite quickly, but these are so cheap that it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to put that in there nice and tight. Wet my drill bit, wet my shell. Put my shell in there like that, so it's up on its edge, like that. Choose where I'm going to drill through, which is there, and then just hold it like that. Don't push too hard, because you will break the actual shell itself. So I found out. So there we go. That's drilled that hole through there. Lovely. Look, really nice, neat hole. But if you push too hard, what you're going to do is you're going to break the shell. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, not really. But you know what I'm like. So I've drilled holes through all of mine now, as you can see. They're lovely, neat holes. And when you've got two shells that are very similar like these, you could turn them into earrings or you could turn them into pendants. So I'm going to do both with mine. Now, you're going to love what I'm going to do with them. So the next stage is to make sure that your shells are fully dry before you do anything else to them. I'm dabbing them off here with a little bit of kitchen paper, but I'm also going to go over them with a hairdryer as well to make sure there's no hidden moisture. And then once they're all nice and dry, you can get on and do the next stage. Now what I'm going to do is give them one coat over the top with this brilliant new UV resin, and this is the high viscosity one by J Diction. It is perfect for doming, coating and things like this. It really is brilliant. I can't recommend their UV resins enough. They are such good quality. So I've put a little bit on my mat there. And what I'm going to do is take this shell and paint it on, and that's going to give it its first protective coat. I mean, look how beautiful and thick this is. Now, if you don't want the thick one, they do a thin one as well, and a standard one. So good to use the right UV resin for the right project. And this paints on really easily, and a lovely even coat. So that's got a lovely even coat all the way over it now of that resin. I'm just going to go ahead and do the others, even these shiny ones. And then once they're done, I'll cure them up for about 3 to 5 minutes using a UV lamp. These are all nicely coated now with their first coat of UV resin. And now it's just time to give them a cure. And I'll leave this lamp on them for 3 minutes. The great thing about the J Diction resin, if you've used UV resins before, is you don't get any of that awful stickiness afterwards. They're all lovely and cured, and now the next thing to do is to ensure that whenever you put the next stage on, that you've got them going up the way that you want them. Now, what I'm going to be using is these temporary tattoos that I've got. I love them. I've got hundreds of them. I can't stop buying. Every time I see some cute ones, I have to buy them because they are so inexpensive and they are so useful for the crafter. Now, I'm going to make these into a pair, these two. I've decided I'm putting that little unicorn there onto this shell here because I know that one of my little viewers, Savannah, oh bless her, she's a friend of mine's little girl. She loves unicorns. She also loves dinosaurs, but I'm not putting a dinosaur on. Now, whenever you're using temporary tattoos, always make sure that you take off this plastic film that's on there first, because if you don't, you won't get a good tattoo. I learnt that the hard way. And then see where it is that you want to put it. And I want to put it right there. And then push it down quite firmly till it sticks. Okay? And then what you need to do is wet a piece of cloth. I've shown this in loads of videos. Just damp a piece of cloth like that. And damp that all over that back of that tattoo. And you don't need to leave it long. You only need to leave it about 10-15 seconds, sometimes a little bit more, but not much more. I don't want to oversaturate this because then it just means I've got to dry it when it's done. You'll know when it's ready to come off because backing will move. So it's not quite ready yet, so I'll leave that a few more seconds and then I'll take it off. So there we go. That has come off there, lovely. And look how cute that is. Oh, it's so cute. Savannah is really going to love this video. So I'm going to leave that a few seconds to dry, and now I'm going to do exactly the same with the other ones, with the temporary tattoos that I've chosen for those. Well, they're all on there now, all nice and dry, and what I'm going to do is put some UV resin over these as well, because not only will it protect the temporary tattoo, it will also give it a really nice glossy finish. I'm using, again, that lovely, thick, viscous UV resin and my brush just to paint it on as well, and that way it's not going to fall down and run down any of those sides where you don't want it to run. I'll finish off all of them, cure them up, and then I'm going to show you what they look like made up and finished. Well, these have all finished now. I'm really pleased with them. That's the one I didn't actually show you when I was making it, but I really like that. It says, "In the mood for love," and look how pretty that shell has come out. And that one was one I didn't have to drill. That's why I kind of forgot about making it, so I thought I'd make it towards the end. But tattoos on shells works really, really well. That one's cute. The little earrings with the butterflies on, and the little earrings with the cats on, and I'm sure everybody that knows my videos knows exactly where those ones are. And that's it. I've got them on. They hang lovely, and the actual cat hangs towards the side, as you can see, so people will be able to see them all the time. I think they've come out lovely, and I think I look very pretty in them. Don't forget to boop that like button and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I will link everything that I've used today in the description below. Enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.